Yeah, man, start the podcast.
Welcome.
The Awfully Irish podcast is filmed in front of a live studio audience.
Let us leave. Hello, everyone.
Hello, everybody. How
How
you all
you
doing?
getting on, boys? So today we're tackling the topic of de-extinction, but it's such a big topic. We're going to tackle just one species.
Of yesterday's podcast.
What'd you say?
Still coming off the absolute high of yesterday's podcast.
Oh yeah, man, it was brilliant.
The show must go on, though.
Yeah, again, thank you to the boys at $3 Left for coming on, being a part of the show.
Absolute legends.
Oh
If
yeah.
there's any other guests you'd like to see on, leave them in the comments below, and we might have
You
them
want
on.
your grandma on? Just
If
let us know.
you'd like to come on, I mean, hey, we're not going to stop you.
Well, maybe.
Well, that's debatable.
I'm
So,
not going to stop you.
Today we're talking about a certain extinct animal that everyone loves. Any of you guys have any ideas?
Do you know that lemur from Madagascar? Is that extinct?
No,
I fucking-
we're talking
no?
about
Julian?
woolly
Yeah, King
mammoths.
Julian.
Oh, we're talking Manny from the Ice Age. Okay.
Mm.
So
So what-
de-extinction is obviously like bringing something back from being extinct.
So like this dead YouTube channel. Ah.
That's up to the viewers now, in all fairness.
Anyway, so actually talk about Ice Age. You know all the three main characters, they're all extinct.
No, they're not.
There is. They are, because Sid is a
Sloths aren't extinct, bro.
no, he's a ground sloth, which they
No,
are
bro,
extinct.
he's a sloth, though.
No, he's a ground sloth. Because he's always on the ground. They're extinct.
No,
Yeah.
he's just mentally slow.
No.
Alright, moving on. So, guys, do you know when woolly mammoths went extinct?
I
I
think like,
assume in the tens of thousands of years.
Tens of thousands of years.
So like 20,000 maybe.
Would you
I think it's
be
like-
surprised to find out that it was about 10,500 years ago, or
Oh,
3,700 years ago? Most of them died about 10,000 years ago, and then on Wrangel Island, near Russia, in the Arctic, a small population survived up until 3,700 years ago, and at that time, I'm pretty sure the pyramids were being built.
that's
so,
awesome. That's like Jesus time, bro.
well, close, but not,
It's
not
close
there yet.
enough. I know jokes. Yeah, that's not too long ago. I thought it was like 20,000 years ago.
surely be to God, then they'd be able to extract their new DNA and stuff if they're that, young.
Yeah, like hair samples and shit, bro.
Well, they've talked about that before. They've made breakthroughs in it, but we haven't found like a complete genome, I guess. What would you call it? They haven't found like a complete set, basically. They've
They
bits and
haven't found a
pieces.
complete sequence.
Yeah.
Sequence.
Okay, yeah.
Oh.
So you guys know the closest living relative of the mammoth is
The crocodile.
the Asian elephant.
Oh, jeez.
Thomas, do you wanna pull that
that
up
was
real
my
quick?
second guess.
Man, I was like, yeah.
Jamie, pull it up real quick.
Thomas, will you pull that up?
Oh my god, what the hell's happening? Oh, Jesus Christ.
Thomas,
Don't
why are
look
you
at
on the Twitter?
Don't look at the Twitter. Jesus Christ. It's cursed.
So the Asian elephant is just an elephant with a little bit of hair, but apparently it's pretty closely related to them.
Just a little bit of hair.
So the first time we bring back a mammoth, we're not going to have a mammoth. We're going to have like a half Asian elephant, half guess at a mammoth. So
But surely be to God, if you keep breeding these mammoth
Yeah.
elephants with each other, you're going to get mammoths
Dual
at the end.
mammoth.
You should get
they
something
have something
similar.
so close, but they'll never get perfection.
Oh no, they'll never get perfection with anything that's
Like-
extinct.
Like like some of us are like what, up to 4% Neanderthal because of breeding with them.
Yeah.
So there'll always be like a certain percentage Asian elephant. You know, like how Dara is one of the highest numbers of or percentage of Neanderthal that we know about. He's upwards in the 50%. Like,
No, I was reading an article yesterday, and it was like 70, maybe 80%, man.
For
Jeez.
Dara specifically.
For
She's fair
yeah,
play, man. Fair play.
yeah. Well done, Dara, man.
Hey,
How does that
listen,
feel?
just because I bang rocks together for fun, does not make me 80% Neanderthal.
Do you want to tell them about
Definitely.
Rocky, Dara?
Rocky. Oh no, I don't want to talk about Rocky, man. That story is too upsetting. And if you're listening and you murdered him, you know exactly who you are, you fucking bitch.
Jeez. Man.
That was my kid. And you fucking murdered him.
Actually, yeah. There's new test results, Jared. Apparently, 90% now Neanderthal.
What, me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, fuck off.
I'll find out what the highest percentage in humans ever was.
About 4%.
Yeah, seen that as well.
Just that 20% Neanderthal
Yeah.
DNA survived in modern humans. Okay. Fair enough.
What was it? You basically bred them into extinction, or
Yeah.
we bred with them. It's not a bad way to go.
No.
And man, you can tell who has more Neanderthal DNA by looking at them.
Yeah, just look at that ridged eyebrow, or the eyebrow ridge.
Exactly. Someone's got a massive eyebrow ridge, you know, they're probably at least
Well,
99.9%.
it's present in Europeans more so than most other places.
Nice one.
Okay.
Because Americans are pussies, right?
No. Well.
Well, if they're
I'm
descended
joking.
from jeez, man, if they're descended from Europeans, then yeah. Normally, if you're from African descent, you don't have that much Neanderthal in you.
Okay.
That's because Neanderthals were in a completely different area.
Oh, of course.
They were Neanderthals covered from Spain to Nepal,
That's super interesting.
so they all disappeared. And then the Denisovans were around Southeast Asia.
Okay. Huh.
So continue. Back to mammoths.
Of course.
God,
Wait,
love
hold
it.
up now for a sec, because I actually do have a question about. Don't we like share? Isn't it 70% of our DNA with bananas or something?
I thought it was 90%.
And human DNA. Yeah. What's up with that though? How? You know?
Because genes are very basic.
50%.
Like we all basically came from like the same ancestor at some point.
But like, was
So-
our ancestor a banana?
No. No.
Exactly. So how the fuck does that make sense?
Hold
I guess
up, are you telling
our
me-
divergence would have been something moving and something staying still.
You telling
Like
me I
a-
could make a person out of some banana?
Try, man. You could try.
You're telling
No
me, Jared,
offense.
that the viewers should try reproduce with a banana?
I did not say that, but it's
Nah, those were your words.
That's pepperoni.
untested.
That's not what I said. I said try and make a person from a banana.
Yeah, that means.
That's what you said.
Nah,
man.
take the
Reproduce with a
DNA out of a banana
Ah,
and try and
stop
make a
with ya.
person with it.
Anyway, so back to mammoths before we go on a
Would it be
huge
like
tangent.
half banana, half person?
Banana
So-
man. Half banana.
A banana man. The result of a scientific experiment gone horribly wrong.
Jared, no,
Do you
never
guys
mind.
know any animals that have gone extinct and been brought back?
Out of what?
I don't know. They haven't gone extinct, but they did that whole thing with Dolly, didn't they? Like
Yeah.
the sheep. Yeah, no, she doesn't. The sheep aren't extinct, obviously, but like
Yeah.
they managed to clone a sheep out of.
Well, I saw a bird that went extinct and then like evolved itself back into
I saw that as
Uh,
well, actually. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I'll look
Oh.
it up now, actually. Well, the bird. What was it? Didn't repopulate itself, kind of like.
It re-evolved from a different bird.
That's not how it works, Dara.
No, it fucking re-evolved itself.
Like humans won't re-evolve from chimps.
A flightless bird. No, it's not the dodo anyway. What is it? So apparently, there's loads here actually.
That bird from Rio did it, I think.
The blue macaw.
Yeah.
what was it? The Pyrenean ibex came back. It went extinct in the year 2000, and they had a sample of tissue from 2003. They
Spix is
used
macaw. That's it, Thomas.
The hyenas, yeah.
Yeah. It's the Spix's macaw.
Okay. Apparently it's not extinct, so I don't know if it ever was extinct.
It went extinct in the wild.
Okay. Oh, that's horrible, isn't it?
Yeah. That's
Did
in
you
the
guys ever
wild,
watch
though.
Rio?
Yeah, I watched both of them, bro.
Yeah. No,
You watched
it was a good one.
No,
Bruno
I
Mars
like
is
the
in the
first one,
second one. What's it with Jesse Eisenberg and portraying blue things? Like he portrayed the inventor of Facebook and then a blue bird.
Did he play one of the birds? Did he play Blue?
It's like he's going against his thing, you know? Because the blue bird is Twitter, so he played Twitter and Facebook.
Bruh.
Back to
As we're
Mammoths.
speaking, bro, what the fuck?
So, do you guys know any methods we could use to bring them back?
Bananas. I know jokes.
You
I assume mixing some woolly mammoth DNA with like motherfucking, I don't know, like elephant sperm.
They
and
could.
then-
I think I was reading a thing. It was like
With that.
they could do kind of like they could try make mammoth sperm or something, and then put that in the
Yeah.
Bro, just mix the mammoth
Artificial
DNA
insemination.
with the
yeah. Artificial.
Yeah, we do that a lot with cattle in Ireland to breed them properly. So,
Really? Oh yeah.
an elephant egg cell with sperm cells from a frozen woolly mammoth carcass. The resulting offspring would be an elephant mammoth hybrid, and the process would have to be repeated so more hybrids could be used in breeding. After several generations of crossbreeding these hybrids, an almost pure woolly mammoth would be produced.
That's awesome.
So yeah.
How long do you expect
Another
that
one
to
is
take, Jared?
gene editing.
Please excuse
Well,
that loud fucking
it's-
tractor going past.
That's okay. From
Hold
Ireland,
on.
people expect it, you know.
Exactly. It's like ASMR.
Anyway, go on.
Okay, well, it's kind of complicated. What it says here is they tried to do this before with an Asian elephant and an African elephant. Now those two are way more closely related than mammoths and Asian elephants.
Yeah.
So the result of that was a live calf called Motti, but it died from defects in less than 2 weeks.
Aw.
So just because we can do it doesn't mean it can happen. An elephant gestation period is like 2 years, and they only come into must in for a 2 week period or something.
Okay.
Also, sperm cells of modern mammals are viable for 15 years at most. At most.
Oh,
After
okay.
being frozen to make to work. So anyway, your sperm cells can get damaged by a load of things. So imagine being frozen for a couple of 1,000 years at the minimum.
Yeah. No.
That'll do some damage to it.
not
Constantly
preserved,
thawing out and
because
I suppose, but
do you know the way
it
you
says
preserve
max 15.
You preserve sperm though, don't you? By freezing it. So I don't know if it would work in the same. Probably I don't know now, but
Well,
possibly.
it says here that mammals it's only viable for 15 years, but that's deep freezing. That's not like put it in the freezer. That's put it in liquid nitrogen.
Gotcha.
But
damn.
this method is unfeasible to say here.
Okay.
Cloning, they could try remove DNA containing the nucleus of an egg cell of a female elephant and replacement with a nucleus from. Oh yeah, and then they could replace it with a nucleus from a woolly mammoth. So that's one way they could do it. What else we got here? Yeah, and gene editing. Like we have genes of mammoths already. We could just bit by bit start introducing them into elephants, but that would be kind of crazy.
Yeah. Could you imagine the field day that zoos would have with this though? Because they'd only
Bro, the fact that these big ass hairy elephants were living in fucking Russia and shit is just weird.
Yeah.
Do you imagine just being in Russia
They
and now
fulfilled
it's
a
your fucking thing?
huge I suppose, yeah.
You see this big fucking thing coming along, and then you're like, holy shit. I mean, it's bad enough that they have fucking Siberian tigers. Tigers belong in hot places. Why do they have to be in one of the coldest places in the world?
I don't know, man.
It doesn't
But
make
like,
sense. Nature is cruel. Could you
zoo.
imagine? I'm taking a lovely, lovely little walk in this snowy town in Siberia. Oh fuck, there's a tiger. Like the last place you'd expect a tiger, except maybe in the middle of the ocean.
We have like snow leopards, right? Better than snow. So
Yeah,
you
like
can,
what
they
the
just it's what is it? Adaptation kind of thing. They just adapt to the environment they're in, kind of thing.
Are you
Yeah.
suggesting we fuck a load of elephants into Russia and see what happens to them?
I don't think so. You could do that to like selectively
Would that
breed them,
work?
but I don't think so.
Just
It's kind of, yeah.
listen, if you throw them in there and they get cold, you're like, oh fuck, we gotta adapt. So over the course of however many years, they adapt and then they start growing their wool out again and shit like that.
Yeah, like you'd have to do that, but all you'd have there is like a hairy elephant.
Which is technically a
Well, they're very different, but here's one thing about the ethics of it. If any method is ever successful, a suggestion has been made to introduce the hybrids to a wildlife reserve in Siberia called the Pleistocene Park. But some biologists question the ethics of such recreation attempts. In addition to the technical problems, not much habitat is left that would be suitable for elephant mammoth hybrids, because both species are and were social, and then creating only a few specimens would not be ideal. So, they used to be around in huge herds. You make four of these things, how are they going to react? You only can make two of them. They're not going to do very well.
making them breed, bro.
Like, I don't know. I'll check this real quick.
Plus, like, why would they waste that much money recreating these things that are extinct, where you could be using it to help other animals from going extinct, like actual like lions or
like
elephants, or you, Dara?
Like,
yeah, man.
You guys understand people can get hormonal, yeah?
Yes.
Now understand, like, elephants can actually die from depression or heartbreak. So imagine what the hormones going through them are going to be fucked up from the get-go if they're half elephant, half mammoth.
Yeah.
Like they won't really know what to do. Like they're going to be all over the place. They're going to be
like, what the fuck am I?
Yeah, and they won't know what they won't. We'll never be able to sort of like a proper diet for them like early on, because it's like, okay, what does the Asian elephant eat? What did a mammoth eat? Okay, half of these things are extinct or they don't grow in Siberia. Shit.
I don't know why. When you said, Dara, when you said what am I can't help think of the fucking Muppet song. Do you know the it's like, am I a mammoth?
That's
or
not.
Am I an elephant?
Bro, why the fuck? Why?
I don't know.
Is that even a thing?
No,
I know the actual Muppets one is a thing, but is that
I'm
an
thinking that's what it would be like for them, the poor fuckers.
like, what the fuck am I?
Gotta do like a little musical number to decide their fate,
Yeah, and then they just both die from depression. Like, yeah, okay, very nice song, Thomas.
But like, what happens? What happens? We've two adult mammoths. Okay, that's great. We need to breed them, but obviously we have no more in production because you can't have like an Adam Eve situation. They'll breed themselves into extinction again.
Of course.
I lost my trail of thought.
Mammoths.
Mammoths.
Big hairy elephants.
Oh yeah, like if one of them dies and the other one dies of heartbreak after, what do we do?
Yeah.
Are we gonna have like this 3-year-old one by itself, only one in the world, and has to wait for like another partner, and then same could happen. It could die before the next partner, and then they've wasted something like 40 million plus.
Yeah.
For two things to die of heartbreak or something.
To be honest, it's not worth it. Like, as much as I think it would be cool to see a woolly mammoth, it's not worth it.
But there's other reasons to try bring these things back.
It should be a priority.
It should be a priority.
No, it shouldn't be a priority.
Yeah, no, of course, no, sorry about that. No, of course it shouldn't be a priority. There's much more
pressing matters
in
the shit on me.
Sorry.
Yeah, but how many
I was
people would
trying to
pay
get
for like
everything
a
this asshole.
mammoth steak?
Oh, wow. Yeah. Don't they serve elephant steak in Australia? Or am I wrong in saying that, Dara?
They do
No.
kangaroo steak, don't they?
They do kangaroo
Yeah, they
steak.
do kangaroo steak and kangaroo mince.
Really? It could be
I don't
Asian.
know.
I don't want
I
to
don't
say
know
anything like
one
that.
person who, given the opportunity, would not try a mammoth steak.
Yeah, that shit would sell. But you could
Yeah.
think about it. Think how
So
much money they'd make off that, though. You'd have people come to see it all around the world in the zoo, right? You got people who, buying fucking merchandise. I saw the mammoth kind of shit. Keyrings. You got all that shit,
and that'll be more stressful for the animal as well. So it'll do even worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honest to God. Then you have what? When it dies, top bidder gets it, so they can, cook it for their dinner.
I
Probably.
don't think they'd cook it. I
Which
think
is
they'd stuff it.
dangerous. You're not
Probably is
supposed to
dangerous.
do that when something dies,
No.
but people will do it. So
People would do it exactly.
okay, I'll be real. If I had that kind of money and this thing died and wasn't being dissected, like it was like the 45th mammoth or something. It was like the next one. It was like
45th man.
yeah, like they're obviously gonna like, study the dead bodies of the other ones or something. But like
Yeah.
it's a 45th mammoth. It's pretty much a purebred. I can afford it. I'm the top bidder for it. I'm gonna have some gourmet mammoth burgers that night.
Mammoth burgers. Fuck me, man.
I'll
Like,
be honest,
And
that sounds
why does
fucking
that
good,
just
George.
sound like a thing that
does
like
sound alright.
somewhere in America would come up that with that like just gives
Oh,
you a
they
heart
probably
attack?
would, yeah, 100%,
And
man.
this is what got them killed. The idea of a mammoth burger. This is why we killed them.
Yeah. We thought they'd
Do you know?
taste
Do you
nice.
guys know why the ones in that island died?
No.
Were they in Ireland?
They no on the island. I'll find its name again.
Jeez, I thought you
On Wrangel
I assume
Island.
they drowned.
No, they had such a small population and so little genetic diversity that they
Oh.
bred themselves into extinction.
Oh.
What the fuck?
Okay.
Basically, got all incestuous and they all died as a result.
Oh Jesus.
No new populations. Blah blah blah.
It's a
That's
bit,
horrible.
So yeah, that's
That's a
how
bit Game of
the last
Thronesy
ones
for
kicked the
me, to be
bucket.
honest.
yeah.
Also, we ate the other ones. I don't think anyone wanted to go to Wrangel Island, so
Could you imagine like how much of a badass you would feel like though? 'Cause you're just living in like a tribal village, right?
Yeah.
And there's a fucking big woolly mammoth. You just come across it when you're hunting for food, and you take this thing down by yourself.
oh, by yourself, you'd be like a rite of passage in like
You'd
nomadic
become
days,
like a
probably.
god. You'd become a god to your village.
Yeah, yeah, basically, yeah.
You get to keep the village, I'd say, if you killed a woolly mammoth, man.
You become the chief. You kill a mammoth.
You become the chief.
You become more than the chief. Trust me.
Well, what do you mean,
I
trust
think
you? Do you do this when you're in Australia?
you just have to be really old to be the chief. Isn't it not usually the oldest person in the village becomes the chief?
No, that's like the elder.
No, is it not like, they have like little battles for it, don't they? I don't know how it works.
Well, no,
Yeah,
obviously, like
little
obviously, like it's
rock, paper, scissors to decide who
varies
gets
in
to
different
be the
places.
people kind of stuff,
rock, paper, scissors for who gets to be the chief.
Yeah.
lads, if you look up woolly mammoth, one of the first things that come up is woolly mammoth a dinosaur? Just look
Oh
up.
my
No,
God. Fuck me sideways.
Woolly mammoth.
How do people even think like
I'll
that?
go down. People ask.
Is a woolly mammoth a fucking dinosaur? My god, man.
Short
How?
answer, yes. Long
Right.
answer, no.
Short answer, yeah.
How? Oh, wow. Those Google things. We should do like an episode of that. Do you know the?
Well, according to Ice Age,
Do you know what's it called? That game on Google. It was like the Google Filmy, and it was like
Yeah.
Yeah, we should do. That'd be fun now.
oh yeah, we should do that.
The results are in, people. What's that about? For context, something kept up on the screen.
Just for the people who can't hear.
So yeah, they're dead.
They're very dead. It's a
We
shame.
probably killed them all.
Is 100%. You don't even argue with me. It's definitely a
We,
dinosaur.
we don't condone the actions of our
You don't fully
great
understand it.
ancestors. You know. Hey, people
Like,
make mistakes. These guys,
in
they
a world-
No, we didn't make mistakes. We had to live, bro.
Yeah, it was us or them, and obviously humanity came first at that time. Like we weren't in a position to say, well, I care about the environment.
Yeah,
and
we
I'm
weren't in
not.
a position to be like, oh yeah, we can't kill all of them.
Also,
just
we
like,
weren't farming at this time, so
Yeah,
it's
no.
like, oh, we were for some of it, but not all of it.
It was eat
So
or be
we were
eaten
like,
kind of territory.
okay, these berries are poisonous. Half the village has the trots now. We're all starving, but there's a herd of mammoths coming by. There's no one going to be like, wait.
yeah, no one's gonna be
They-
like, wait, that's the last herd of mammoths. It's just gonna be like, oh, more big things.
Oh, yeah, a walking meat wagon. Woo!
How long do you reckon a mammoth would
It's
feed
like
a
a
village for?
takeaway.
How long did shut the fuck up, Thomas?
Go on. How long do you think what?
I said, how long do you think a mammoth would feed a village for? A
Um,
village of like
Not very long.
50 people.
Not very long.
maybe a week or so.
I'll be real with you. From what I think everyone would eat it till they stuff themselves.
Yeah.
Then they get to a point where, okay, now what? How do we
Yeah,
preserve
but
them?
they wouldn't eat for a bit then though.
Like they learned how to smoke them, but the second you start eating that thing, something else is going to want it. Second the humans go away, something's going to show up wanting to eat it.
Plus, they didn't have any storage or anything like that.
That's actually that's relevant to the story or the conversation we're going to have on the domestication of dogs. They used to they're basically wolf pack basically, and they followed around human settlements. And whenever we moved on, they would eat what was left.
Oh. Okay. So it's a bit like
I-
dogs eating up after your dinner. They still have that kind of instinct.
Yeah.
It's a bit cool, isn't it?
Yeah, if you leave your plate after eating, your dog will see it as an invitation to eat it.
Yeah.
So
No.
that's either they're really cheeky or some kind of evolutionary thing.
Or sometimes,
Man, there was like a full on pork chop on my dad's plate one time, and I left it into the sitting room so he could eat it, and he came back in. Fucking pork chop was gone, bro. The dog is just there licking its lips, like, and I was like, oh my god.
Sometimes they get a pre-instinct and it's what sent them into extinction. No, I'm kidding.
Thomas wants to send dogs into extinction.
So, conclusion to this episode is R.I.P. to the woolly mammoths. Sorry we did you
big up.
harm.
Big up.
If
But we know that they
position
would
to
have
bring
been
it
fans
back,
of the podcast.
we will.
Right?
they would have been. So if you want to bring back mammoths, like, comment, subscribe. Tell your grandma about the podcast.
Jesus
and
Christ, man, you're
better.
acting like we can bring back mammoths.
Do you know what?
Well,
if we get
well,
enough support on the channel, we can do anything.
be
Am I right,
honest,
guys?
If our channel did good enough, I'd probably set up some kind of campaign to fund the Dino Chicken. Because that's awesome.
Dino chicken.
That's gonna be such a reoccurring thing. Like, it's so cool.
Dino chicken.
Yeah, man, bring back dinosaurs for my chicken. Having your dinner, eating a bit of chicken, and then like, nope. Oh, we made them into dinosaurs again. Now he's gonna eat you. Yeah. I like the idea of dinosaurs. I'm sorry, I'm still a kid.
Oh, I like the idea of dinosaurs as well, just not dino chickens, bro. That's terrifying.
Mm.
Can you imagine just at a farm, you just see a dino chicken? What do you even say? What do you even say to that?
Hey, yo, is that a dino chicken? And they're like, yeah, man, that's a dino chicken.
Yo, is that
They're
a
like,
dino?
hey, man, that's so cool, man. They're like, hey, man, I know, man. That's how the conversation would go.
It's yo, man, dino chicken, man.
I think
I
we
don't-
can all agree on the channel that we would really like to see dino chickens back.
Yes.
Man, what do you mean back? You're acting like dino chickens ever existed, bro.
Well, they probably did.
I hope not.
I actually did a lot of research after that episode, and
Who,
there's a lot of stuff I could have brought up. But
Who saw a dino chicken though and thought, "Damn, that thing looks tasty."
Damn, I'd like to have that in my stomach, bro.
You know?
well,
It's like the same question about who the fuck discovered milk.
Yeah. And
Walking
then
up
told
to
other
some
people to
random
drink milk.
cow, squeezing on its pink nipple titty,
I'll
found some
tell you
white
straight
shit,
how
and then
we
drank
did
it.
that.
It's the same with all foods like that, though. Think
Please,
about
can
like
we have a scientist on to talk about how we discovered milk?
that'd be
We'll
really
I
cool.
wanna
try with
know-
that, but I'll tell you my understanding of it now because
Kind
I
of
remember.
psychopathic mindset would you have to want to do that?
Okay, so everyone knows you have a feel of cows. Okay, so what if we don't want to kill them all now? What if we can't do that? Okay, so their calf died, but they have to be milked. Otherwise, they're going to have a lot of pain because no milk's coming out. There's a buildup. Modern dairy cows can die if they don't get milked. So what I started to learn was, okay, they're just dripping milk. Humans drink milk. Okay, my partner, my wife, she's not producing enough milk for the kid. Okay, this cow has milk. Let's keep this a go. Kid didn't die. Okay. Keeps going. It's passed along throughout time. Oh yeah, we can have this stuff as well. Okay, well now we keep a certain kind of cow around, so we can keep having milk. Because otherwise, if we're not milking the cows, we're losing out on a certain amount of nutrition.
Yeah.
So,
Of course.
have it for meat and have it for milk.
Yeah.
And obviously, like having any kind of food is great. You're not going to turn it down.
No.
Exactly.
Get you, man.
So yeah, that's kind of my understanding of how it would have worked.
That would make a bit of sense now, to be honest with you. Yeah.
Because if cows don't get milked, you can see it leaking from them, and it looks kind of disgusting.
Ew.
And they'd be in a lot of pain. So like, obviously, don't milk it into the ground. Give it a go.
Technically,
Anyway,
we're actually helping them out.
I think that weird idea just brought a perfect end to the podcast.
You know what?
yeah.
Thanks everyone for watching.
Of course.
Take your handy.
Have a good day.
Have a good day.
Sound out.
Stay safe.
Tell your grandma about this podcast, please. I'm telling you.
Tell everyone about this
I
podcast.
said it about 12 times now.
Man, tell your cousin about the podcast. We know
Bye-bye.
kids don't like it.
Goodbye.